I feel like I'm on a treadmill, Marcia confessed, her shoulders slumping slightly.
I can't seem to catch a break, let alone a breath. It's like we're always on, constantly connected, always working, she sighed.
My friends Marcia and Hope and I were catching up, our usual coffee shop ritual. But today felt different. A weight hung in the air, a shared weariness in our smiles. Work had been relentless lately, a constant juggle of deadlines and demands. We were all feeling the pressure. Our coffee date had morphed into a confession session, a safe space to share our struggles with work-life balance. We all loved our jobs, thrived on challenges, but at what cost? When did passion morph into pressure, ambition into anxiety? We were successful, driven women, yet here we were, drowning in a sea of to-do lists and deadlines. It was time for a change, a shift in perspective. We needed to find a way to thrive, not just survive in the workplace. We sat in contemplative silence for a moment, each of us lost in our thoughts. Finally, I broke the silence. We can't go on like this, I said, my voice firm with newfound resolve. We need to find a way to reclaim our lives, our well-being. Marcia and Hope nodded in agreement. We knew this wasn't going to be easy. We were all creatures of habit, programmed to push ourselves, to strive for excellence in all areas of our lives. But something had to give. We couldn't pour from empty cups. We needed to prioritize our well-being, to create healthy boundaries between our work lives and personal lives. It's not selfish to prioritize ourselves, I continued, my voice softer now, encouraging. In fact, it's essential. We can't show up fully for our work, our families, or ourselves if we're running on fumes. The key was to figure out what worked for each of us and to support each other in that journey. I've been trying to incorporate mindfulness into my daily routine, Marcia shared, a hint of pride in her voice. Even just 5 minutes of meditation in the morning helps me center myself and face the day with more calm. But I'm learning to be kinder to myself, she continued, a soft smile gracing her lips. It's okay if I don't get to everything on my to-do list. It's okay if I need to take a break, to recharge. The world won't fall apart if I don't answer that email right away. I've also started setting boundaries with work, she added. I'm clear about my working hours and I stick to them as much as possible. Her words resonated deeply with me. We were all recovering perfectionists, striving for an unattainable ideal. It was liberating to hear Marcia embrace imperfection, to prioritize her well-being over productivity. Her story was a powerful reminder that small changes could make a big difference. It wasn't about overhauling our entire lives overnight. It was about making conscious choices, day by day, to prioritize our well-being. Emily, always the adventurer of the group, had a different approach.
I've found that incorporating more movement into my day helps me manage stress, she shared, her eyes sparkling with energy. Whether it's a quick yoga session in the morning or a walk in nature after work, moving my body helps me clear my head and de-stress. I've also been experimenting with different productivity techniques, she added. I've found that time blocking and prioritizing tasks helps me stay focused and avoid feeling overwhelmed.
She explained how she scheduled blocks of time for specific tasks, eliminating distractions and maximizing her productivity. This allowed her to accomplish more in less time, freeing up valuable space for herself.
But the most important thing I've learned is the power of saying no, she emphasized. It's not always easy, but it's essential for protecting my time and energy.
She had learned to decline requests that didn't align with her priorities or that would drain her energy. It was about setting healthy boundaries for herself and for her work. Her story highlighted the importance of finding what worked for each of us. What worked for Emily might not work for Sarah or me, and that was okay. The key was to experiment, to try different approaches, and to find what helped us feel our best. As we delved deeper into our individual journeys, we realized that we had a wealth of knowledge and experience to share with each other. I love the idea of incorporating more movement into my day, Sarah said, jotting down notes in her ever-present notebook. I'm going to try a lunchtime walk this week.
Emily smiled, nodding in encouragement.
And I'm inspired by your commitment to mindfulness, Sarah, I added. I'm going to download a meditation app tonight. We talked about the importance of prioritizing sleep, nourishing our bodies with healthy foods, and carving out time for activities that brought us joy. We discussed the power of connection, of reaching out to friends, family, or therapists for support. We acknowledged that it was okay to ask for help, to admit when we were struggling. Sharing our experiences, our vulnerabilities, and our triumphs created a sense of camaraderie, a feeling that we were in this together. We were no longer isolated individuals battling the same demons. We were a team, a support system, united in our pursuit of well-being. As our coffee date drew to a close, we made a pact. We would continue to check in with each other regularly, to share our struggles and successes, to offer support and encouragement. We would hold each other accountable for prioritizing our well-being, for setting boundaries, for making ourselves a priority. We recognized that creating a culture of well-being wasn't just an individual pursuit, it was a collective effort. We needed to support each other, to advocate for healthier work environments, to challenge the status quo that glorifies busyness and burnout. Leaving the coffee shop that day, I felt a renewed sense of hope and energy. We had acknowledged the challenges, shared our vulnerabilities, and emerged stronger, together. We had planted the seeds for a more sustainable, fulfilling way of working and living. It was a journey, not a destination, and we were committed to navigating it together, one coffee date at a time.